Oh my gosh, can you believe it? It's our last weekend before Thanksgiving. People are going to be buying next week. The question is, are you positioned to be someone they're going to buy from? Let's make sure that that is you. Hi, my name's Steve Kidd. I am a third generation minister, international best-selling author of 39 books and counting. I've had the incredibly wonderful, cool privilege of working with more than 5,000 authors, helping them write, publish, market their books to bestseller, and everything that goes beyond that. Beyond that, in addition to that, I've worked with multi-billionaires, with several millionaires, but also with people in the brand new phases of their startup company, people that are just beginning to know and understand that they need to be doing something, helping them find the clarity that allows them to have the visibility that lets them be able to really truly make the impact that they were intended to, always wanted to, know they need to, and can make in this world. And I really want you to be among those people. Whether we've worked together before or this is your very first time listening to me, I want you to know I've got you. We have a 100% success making books bestsellers, but bestseller is only the beginning. Bestseller is a day one launch strategy. Okay, bestseller is something that we're going to do when we launch your book out. But then the question becomes, what is your marketing plan beyond that? What are the things that you're going to continue to do so that you can make the impact that only you can make, the impact that you're meant to make, in fact, in this world? What are you going to do to be able to do that? And I've done everything that I can, up to and including, I actually released today my, technically I re-released my 20th book. We could go round and round whether this now then counts as my 40th book as well, which is kind of cool. But we won't go down that rabbit hole. And it's called Bestseller is Only the Beginning. And I launched it out on purpose to be able to show you specifically and exactly how the algorithm monster works. What are the things that you really need to know, and walk you through step by step. Paxton, happy birthday. There is a free gift for you. You can get Bestseller is Only the Beginning today on Amazon for free. You could either go to Amazon and look up Only the Beginning by Steve Kidd and get the book. Like he said, the ebook is free for you today. So excited for that to be able to be a gift that we can give you. In fact, while we're just talking about it, let me also drop the link here for you. So you could just click on this link you could get the book. Hopefully you see that now. And I want you to know and understand, bestseller is the beginning. There is so much more that comes beyond that. And we are in that perfectly wonderful, amazing, incredible, super cool, delicious time where people are going to spend money. It's just going to happen. It's not a question of if, okay? You could go back over the course of the last, let's get really, deep. You can go across the course of the last 100 years, meaning you're going all the way back to, let's call it 105, so that you're back to the heyday of the Roaring 20s, the crash of, the late 20s, the entire Great Depression. You're talking about two we'd have to go 120-ish years if we want to include both world wars. If we went back that far, we could include the Spanish influenza, which was really, truly a worldwide pandemic, and over 50 million people died. You can talk about all the other wars that have happened all around the world. You can talk about even in recent history, the coronavirus, COVID-19 and all of the things we went through, and the whole world shut down and just sitting there in their houses. Here's the thing: Christmas, the year that the stock market crashed, the year that World War I started, the year that was the height of World War II, Korea, Vietnam, all the other conflicts that have happened around the world. Even during COVID, when we were told to not leave the house. Okay, and I mean, technically, some of the restrictions had loosened up by the end of the year of 2020, but really, there were a lot of people that were still wearing masks and not going out of their house, washing all their groceries off before they put them away in their house, wearing rubber gloves while they were doing it. Some of us remember that. And during all of that time, even if it meant they had to buy things online, everybody was excited for, got people Christmas presents, Hanukkah presents, Kwanzaa presents. There are so many cool holidays that are happening right now. And next week is, I mean, technically you could go back a month and say Halloween is kind of the kickoff for it. And it's interesting how many people are, have been doing their advertising since the middle of October for Christmas. But, now we know, okay, a week, not even a week. Okay, so today's Saturday, if you're listening live. Next Friday is Black Friday. Next Thursday is Thanksgiving Day. Both of those are huge shopping days. People do a lot of doom scrolling, a lot of looking and searching, a lot of both dreaming about what they want as well as looking for what they can get for other people. During those downtimes, all the food's in the oven and you're waiting for it to cook. You just ate a big meal and you're waiting for it to digest. And, or you woke up from your nap after, that turkey hangover and, you're just kind of sitting there, just kind of groggily, drearily looking at it, right? It's going to happen. All right. And then Small Business Saturday and then Cyber Monday. These are the days people are spending money. And a lot of people are going to, over the course of the next 7 to 10 days, they absolutely are going to do the entirety of the rest of their spending for the year. There's some people that are waiting for, bonuses that are going to come in a couple of weeks. I even talked to one guy who's, who his bonus doesn't come until the last week of December, which is going to, I'm sure, make Christmas interesting for them. But more than likely, what they do or will do is put Christmas on credit cards, and then the week later when they get their big bonus check. That's just the way it works. That's how we work this time of year. And I want you to be one of the people that absolutely maximizes and capitalizes on it. I want you to be one of the winners. Yes, absolutely. We have a bunch of things you can do to get on the bestseller list. If your book has never made it on the bestseller list, that's step one. That's a day one launch strategy. But, whether your book is 20 years old or 20 seconds old, let's start there. We got to get you on the bestseller list. Okay, there's a couple of different methodologies. This will work for self-published books, traditionally published books, doesn't matter. Okay, the price is a little different between a self-published book and there's some nuances in there. We'll talk through all of those so that we do whatever's best for your budget, your book, where you are, what you're doing. We've got that in place for you. And I do not want you to miss it. That's why I launched my book. That's why I was really, I wanted it to go out a couple of weeks ago, but I really was pushing to have it go out. Okay. There are 3 books that I know of that I have people that I'm working on. They're on my desk right now, feeling a little overwhelmed by it because I got 3 books to format. And usually I would tell the people that they need to give me a week to 2 weeks for the format and the back and forth and the, hey, can you change this? And hey, can you change that? But all of those books are going to be out by Black Friday at the latest. I know there's one of them, person who just messaged me actually, who really actually wants their book to go out. Well, actually, they wanted it to go out yesterday. So, obviously we missed that because, I need the file from them. Okay. And I have to have the final document before I can, format it, do all those kind of things. Okay. It is what it is. But we've got those books coming up. I also want your book to be part of it. Okay. So there are strategies all the way from free. So whether your book's made it on the bestseller list or, it hasn't, let's get your book. So over the course of that weekend, your book is showing up on the bestseller list. Preferably, it's not always the case, but in most cases, we can get you in the top 20, top 10 even sometimes. And in a few of your cases where we set things up and they do the SEO right, we can even actually get you up to number one. And there are going to be a few lucky people who are going to actually be number one international bestsellers. Willie and I will do that with a couple of our books. And Willie and I are committed. Never Stop Winning 2.0 is going to come out. It'll be more than likely, it'll be 99 cents that weekend. It'll be the only of Willie's books that he has control over that likely won't be free all weekend long. We want to be there for you. We want to help you. Same thing's true with my whole list of books. All of them except for Only the Beginning will be free over the weekend. Okay, every single one of them. Whether you're looking for a kid's book, funny, more grown-up humor of Romeo the Suicidal Parakeet, marketing help, romantic fictions, all of those kind of things. I've got a whole long list. There's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 or 50 books that I already have on the list, and I will totally add your book on that list for free if you want to give away your book for free that weekend. And I will promote you right along with the rest of the stuff we're promoting. Absolutely, I will. There are other strategies, though. There are things we can do next week that can get your book visible so that your book gets the traction that it needs. And when people are scrolling Wednesday while they're cooking, Thursday while they're cooking, when they get back from Black Friday shopping and they're just kind of sitting there exhaustedly, they can find your book. We want to get it set up for that. We have all of that in place. Do not let that crazy AI'd, not AI, but the letter AI'd algorithm monster, don't let him get you. You need to be seen, to be heard, to get paid. You need to be positioned with the visibility that is what you need in order for you to make the impact that you need. These next 7 days, I'm going to extend that a little bit. These next 10 days, they belong to the people who have invested in being visible. It's not too late. You can invest in your visibility right now, and you can be one of them. The visible people are the ones that are going to win this next week and a half to 2 weeks. And that's going to continue throughout the entirety of the month of December. And I want you on that list of winners. I want you jumping and shouting and dancing. I want you to be like Dawn, who I was talking to yesterday, who is so psyched because the first of her books and her children's books, she was like, more than anything, what I want is to know kids are reading them. And the first of the books got placed literally in a school, and there's more of them that are going that way. And they're going to be actually in the hands of little kids. Okay, and some of those will happen. That probably will actually happen, when they get back the week, the day after the Thanksgiving weekend. But there's already the first of them that are already showing up, and the reviews are already starting to come in. And she was like, man, I almost want to cry over the reviews that are being written about my book. We want that same kind of effect for you. We want you to be in the same space that Lataxion's in, that Willie and I are in, that, Dawn is in. the same space that the Mindcraft book that we're working on right now, that is is going to be available to you this over this weekend, and we're going to be doing some really cool promotions with it. It won't be free, and it's a traditionally published book, but it's a great, if you got teenagers or preteens that are into Minecraft, totally awesome book. We want you in that place. We want you to be seen, to be heard, and to get paid. We want you to win this next week. I want you to be that person. Again, DM the word amplify. Be the one that wins. Come, not next Saturday, but let's say 2 weeks from now. I want you to be dancing, hallelujah, shouting hallelujah from all that's happened for you over the course of the previous 2 weeks. What's now these upcoming 2 weeks? Let's do it. Now's the time. I've got you. DM Amplify. We can customize all the programs. I've got some basic ones, but we can customize all the programs for whatever your budget is. We will make it work. Okay? I'm here for you. I want to see you win. Please DM or comment the word amplify, and let's get you seen right now. Let's make the impact in this world that you're meant to do. Tomorrow we'll be back. Tomorrow's the kickoff of our holiday week. And we're going to start off again tomorrow talking about gratitude, because we want to remember how grateful, first of all, that I am for you, but secondly, how much our gratitude is going to impact us this upcoming week. So we'll be talking about that. And until we're together again next time, I hope you're happy, safe, warm, and loved, and that you have an amazingly great week.